Hey, you guys, and welcome to the Steele Wars Hyperchat. It is Thursday, the 12th of November, 2020. And the content gods have been so sweet to us as we are fulfilling the prophecy of Corey Thursdays. Welcome, Corey Van Dyke from Kessel Run Transmissions. Now, I started the episode a bit late, even though we're going early, because we had there was this truck out the front that was. How impressively loud was that?
It was hilariously loud.
It was
what I would describe, because every Thursday, Steele usually encounters some sort of technical issues, and now wasn't even in his control. That's how much like the Disney forces are after us at this point. After our try it in the Force joke. That is the result.
And so we were talking to each other for quite a bit, and I'm sorry to everyone out there, our friends in the chat and so forth, but you missed some golden banter between both of us. I said to Corey, "Why are you so dark today?" And he goes, "Yeah, I don't know. Like the light's out, but I don't know." And I'm like, "Well, that's it. That's the mystery. If the light's out, that's the lighting problem solved."
Yeah, I wish that was on. I wish that was live. It was awesome.
All right, we have got a loaded day for Corey Thursdays. I do want to get up front that it's the person has denied that's what they meant, but we think they're lying about their denial.
Yeah.
There could be a Mandalorian spoiler that we're about to talk to or about in the next 30 seconds. So if you want to just be totally blank, you may have seen it already about an actor appearing on tomorrow's show. Just watch this one tomorrow. But what else? We're going to be talking about that. There's not much to talk about, but it's very exciting. I know Corey is very excited. Vanity Fair now. Anthony Breznican has stepped in to the debate about Baby Yoda and the eggs. So we'll chat about that. Mandalorian season 3 has been mentioned by these European Disney Plus promotional teams that is dropping bombs. But it's on track to come out in 2021. And today, Corey.
Yes.
I would like to wish you a happy Disney Plus anniversary.
That's right. 1 year. 1 year. I can't believe it's been 1 year. It genuinely blows my mind. It's already been a year since we saw the first episode of Mando.
Well, enjoy it, buddy. Enjoy it. Soak it up. You deserved it. You deserve it.
Oh, that's right. I do make the Mandalorian. So,
all right. So, if you don't want to know about this, maybe Mandalorian spoiler, maybe not, leave now. This is it.
Yeah.
Because should I put it up, Corey?
I would put it up. Yeah.
All right. Scoop. There you go, buddy. But let's go. I did see this on her Twitter, but I like your reaction to it. So we'll reference that. And do you like your reaction to it?
I do. I thought it was appropriate.
All right. Well, let's cross to Corey's appropriate. Oh! All right, we'll talk about this and then we'll explain some other things later. I do have to explain things to our podcast listeners. So, Katie Sackhoff, television starbuck, Star Wars Animation's Bo-Katan, who is heavily rumored to be in The Mandalorian, on social media, very chummy with her fellow co-stars, with Sasha Banks of the WWE, etc. She tweeted Is it Friday yet? Which prompted Star Wars insider Noah Van Outlaw's friend and housemate. That's now that can be your new
My
title.
I love it. That's funny.
Corey Van Dyke to retweet with the five exclamation points. Corey, what made you settle on the 5?
5 is my favorite character, so I just
Oof, great.
See, there's always a reason.
Ring theory.
That's right.
Corey Van Dyke.
It was appropriate.
11:38 or whatever. Corey Van Dyke 5. So and then our old buddy Yakface is adding some eyeballs. So that's right. But Corey, you said you had some follow-up, some denial of this tweet.
Well, she tweeted out like an hour after that it's just because Friday is her cheat day to eat whatever. But I mean, she knows that The Mandalorian is currently airing, so maybe she's just turned into me when I think that there's going to be a big reveal in each episode, and I tweet out like, "Can't wait for Friday," and she's starting to do what I do, and then she's just realizing that it's just not going to happen.
Maybe she's a big Sasha Banks fan.
No, maybe.
And she's pretty sure that she's going to appear on this water planet.
Right.
Which, remember when we thought it was the Moncal planet? That's just all.
Yeah, remember when we thought it was Ilum too? The ice planet, and then none of these planets just like all the theories.
Hey, remember when we thought it was Tatooine, and we were right again and again.
That's right. Got Toro'd.
I did. Okay. We will get to this. Robbo is in the chat. Our buddy Robbo from the Patreon Robbo Report on Steele Wars. He would like to know, Corey, you can hit this. Can Corey or still explain who Bo-Katan is and why she's important? I can't be the only person who doesn't know. Corey, are you okay?
Google search Bo-Katan. But, thought Robbo watched the Clone Wars. I guess not, huh?
Don't be upset about it. Help. You're gatekeeping, Robbo. Come on.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. All right, Robbo, I'm going to give you homework for tonight, buddy. Here's what I want you to do. I want to help you out. I want you to, when we're done with the stream, pull up Disney Plus. Okay? Have that? Good. You pull up Disney Plus, go to Clone Wars Season 4, and find an episode called A Friend in Need. Watch it. It's Bo-Katan's first appearance. She was also in the Siege of Mandalore. Very, very good Clone Wars arc. And she helps Ahsoka out throughout those 4 episodes. You've likely seen those. So there you go. There's your Bo-Katan lesson of the day. I don't see you in the chat now, Robbo, so I really hope you're still here.
Okay, and Robbo also says it's his 9-month anniversary of when he forgot to cancel Disney Plus. So,
well, I feel like you did cancel it because I have to explain this, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. But
that's not you can't be wanting to cancel it now.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about some subscription info later on, and I'm pretty excited to talk about that. But I did want to set the table. Oh my God. Wait. Whoa. Corey. Do you see what I see?
I do. That's Star Wars Insider Noah Outlaw.
Why can't I find it? Let's hit the music. This is big. In the chat right now. Star Wars Insider Noah Outlaw.
Oh no.
Noah Van Outlaw.
Here we go.
Is in the chat.
Here we go.
Noah Van Outlaw is in the chat. Very exciting. All right. So good to have Noah in the chat, our Star Wars Insider.
Very exciting.
And I believe we're going to be ending the show today, Corey, with a debut of some music.
Yeah. Yes.
From Star Wars Insider Noah Van Outlaw.
Yes. I got a text message from Noah the other night at about 5:30 in the morning. And he listened to it, and I said, Steele, you need to listen to this. And I have texted it to you today, in which we shall react. Yeah, I'll see your reaction to this. I don't think anyone's ready for it. I certainly was not. And it's one of the best things of all time.
I'm very excited. I listened to like the first 2 seconds of it and realized it was a song, and then just went, now's not the time. It was like about 3 a.m. or something when you sent it to me as well. And I was up because Harry's been a little bit sick. So there is that. Get well soon, Harrison, please.
Absolutely. Oh my God. I hope Mandalorian and some Baby Yoda makes him feel better.
He loves Baby Yoda. Like, loves. Like, really, it's very special.
Did you show him the Lego? So that Lego one we watched?
Yes, he loved it. He loved it. But then, this is the thing. He's like you. He gets angry there's not more. And he blames me for not providing it. Like, so I put on another Lego thing. He's like, Yoda, Yoda, Yoda. That's.
You know what I'm going to start to do?
What?
I will start calling you every time something's not right, or we don't get more of something, and it will be your fault going forward as well for me.
Ahsoka, Ahsoka, Ahsoka.
That's right. Well, get well soon, Harrison.
Thanks, buddy. He's just got a little cold, so it's chill. It's chill, everyone. All right, before we get stuck into, we'll talk a bit more about Baby Yoda and the eggs, as reported in Vanity Fair. Yesterday, I wondered on the show whether EW hit it, if this would be it, or if it would continue to grow, and it is continuing. But I just wanted to say, what's up? This show is live Monday to Thursday, normally in the afternoon American times. Normally it's 4 o'clock West Coast, 7 o'clock East Coast. We're going an hour early today because of Harrison's illness. But this episode, every third episode, I put up on the iTunes feed, the free feed on iTunes for everyone to listen. But if you want to hear it every day in audio form, you can join the Steele Wars Patreon for just $3 a month. So if you're listening to this on the normal podcast feed and you're like, hey, what are these sporadic news-based episodes about? And you want it every day, go check that out.
You know what's funny is somebody mentioned how in the chat how Noah abused our Baby Yoda talking figure. And I gotta say that ever since that happened, which was last Friday, that Baby Yoda has legitimately gone missing in this household. We have looked everywhere for this Baby Yoda, and we cannot find him. I mean, everywhere.
So, are you accusing your housemate, Star Wars Insider Noah Van Outlaw, of Baby Yoda damage, assault?
I think so.
Okay, because I've got some evidence to back this up. Let's go to the tape.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. And now he's missing. Nowhere to be seen. Wow. I hope Noah's still here to see that. That's
are you impressed with my video files?
Very, very impressed. That the timing for that was impeccable. that was in sync. Truly amazing. Truly, like, this was not scripted, by the way, everyone. We didn't even talk about that beforehand. Steele just knows us too well. He has things ready. That's funny.
Oh my God. I have to worry about Noah though. It's just like, hey, do you want to harm baby Yoda?
Let's do this.
It's not cool. It's not cool. And then moments later, your reaction though.
I was quite unhappy with that.
Noah is missing from the chat. But there's a little bit of a mob gathering in the chat to
guys tweet out at Noah. Explain to him this isn't right. This isn't okay. Just tweet out to him, boink.
Boink. All right. So coming out of the last episode of The Mandalorian, obviously the most controversial thing, and I feel like it's been inflamed by creative's response to it is Baby Yoda and the eggs.
Yeah.
Have you been following this, Corey?
I have.
And what are your thoughts?
It's interesting because I see both points of views. Like I understand that, yeah, Baby Yoda did eat sentient beings. Like is what he did. If those were like the frogs from season 1, not so much because they're mindless. But certainly, what happened to these poor children is very unfortunate. Unless there's some crazy twist and he regurgitates them in this third episode, which I'm kind of thinking might be the case.
That's the Tracy Moon theory.
I think that might be accurate. Because then everybody would be like, "Oh, Baby Yoda's just trying to make them feel warm," instead of just like chowing down. But we'll see. It was a funny gag though, and that's what I think they were going for, like some dark humor, but definitely dark nonetheless, for sure.
Yeah, and also as far as the humor thing, like a bit overdone. Like I feel like they went back to the well, once or twice. Yeah, it just was this thing. It was such a bizarre like juxtaposition that it was, anything he does is so cute. And the fact that he's, constantly trying to eat, that's cute. But then it's all, you're like, like it's it's an interesting thing to, the combined thing. And I just feel like they've misread it. But I will say this, Bresnikan's got this article up in Vanity Fair. You can check that up out. And I'm not sure if he writes the headlines for these things, but Baby Yoda cancelled amid accusations of genocide. I don't know if he writes it or not. Personally, my experience of Anthony Bresnikan, one of the best people I've ever met in my life. Like,
oh yeah, he's a sweetheart. Just a top class guy, 100%.
Yeah, and so I'm, but this is the problem, and this is what happens with internet debates: is people focus on the top 10% or the top lowest percent of comments, like the biggest compliments and the wildest accusations.
Yeah.
So, I know we've seen, people that work at Lucasfilm kind of make fun of today people's response to this, like using the most extended description of what happened. And when you do that, like, it doesn't wipe. Like, if someone responds to you something that, how do I say this? All right. If you're walking across a street and you've got your phone out, and someone stops, they have to stop because you're walking out in front of the street, and they wind down the window and go and start abusing you and swearing and saying, whatever. Like, their reaction is like, it's too extreme, but you still did something wrong.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, whilst like 10% might have abusive language or whatever, like the other 90% of people that are just like, oh, hey, you misread the audience. It, like, that 10% of like the outrageous sort of response, it doesn't vindicate you of what went on. You know what I'm saying? Right. Am I making sense here, Corey?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
And I sort of feel like, when you say Baby Yoda cancelled amid accusations of genocide, like, the headline does sort of have two, jokes in it, or so it's sort of like, I don't like, and this is the other thing. People are like, leave him alone. He's just a baby. And it's like, people aren't angry with the character Baby Yoda, Yoju, if you will. They're upset with the people that wrote it in their offices.
Yeah,
and how they wrote it.
It's also important to note that, like, Baby Yoda is not aware of what he's doing, at all. He's quite literally a baby. So he's going to be a little mischievous. And I guess if you wouldn't be upset at anybody, be more upset in terms of characters. Be more upset at Mando for not, really reinforcing it. So
yeah, but I just think like getting like it's so like the feelings, the reactions people are having to this, like if they've had issues with bringing a pregnancy to term or with IVF, because that's what it reminds it. It's like an IVF, a space IVF.
Mm-hmm.
They've got their eggs, they've got to try to get them fertilized. If you've had an issue with that, like your issue is not to like they're not there going, I'm angry at Baby Yoda. It's like I'm angry at the person that wrote Baby Yoda to do this.
Right.
So it's and the other thing is like the response. I talked about this yesterday, and I covered this like pretty well yesterday. It's not just one thing to people go, I disagree, but some people are just writing, I disagree. You absolutely it's like they're abusive about that someone's upset. And it's sort of like, oh, that's kind of telling. Anthony Bresnikan, to his credit, unlike the writer in Entertainment Weekly, quoted a few fans in their, their dislike of the scenes, but didn't link to their Twitter addresses so people could click on them and then abuse them. So Anthony Bresnikan knows how the internet works and is using it wisely. But the thing that this thing is blowing up is because, like, even though it's it's behind a locked Twitter account, so I sort of wouldn't go into what has been said, but like you can just say, "Oh, we misread that." Like you don't have to like turn on the people. Like sometimes it's just best just to go, "Well, yeah, we misread how that was going to come across."
Yeah,
let's just move on.
Genuinely, like so many other things that you could fight about, and this topic itself is just okay. Like it's I think it depends to see how everything transpires in the next episode, because she still has the egg, so we'll have to see. But yeah, I mean of course when I watched it I'm like, this is. See, I found the humor in the fact that it's dark humor, right? Mm-hmm. It's what it is. So I naturally laughed at it as we were watching the episode. And even after, I'm like, wow, that was some screwed up humor, but I'm not like cancel them all or what. It's just it's almost horror type dark humor, right? So I don't know. I can see some of the argument, but also baby.
Yeah, but I that's the thing. I don't think it's I don't think people like are angry at Baby Yoda per se. But before we end this, I just wanted to bring up because it's like my sort of thing is if you're confused why people are so upset about this, well, listen to them, listen to someone reasonably explain why, and then take in their point of view and their experiences and how it has altered their view of what's happening in the media. But this was a tweet that someone asked someone else to put out for them about this. So I'm just going to read this and then we'll leave it there. All right, yeah, this explains it pretty well. The scenes bugged me while watching the episode. We're meant to sympathize with Frog Lady, and since she cared about these eggs, they were finite. Seeing them eaten for laughs bothered me. When it became fodder for Twitter, I had to ask myself why it hurt me personally and so viscerally. And I realized it hit because I've had 3 miscarriages and had to have had medical discussions about the finite number of eggs I have and the viability of eggs in the future due to aging. and then ultimately deciding not to try again. For a variety of reasons, I think people are connecting with the character concerns and loss. Some empathy and space from this fandom, for that in this fandom would be wonderful. So, do you know what I mean? That's someone that's not screaming about it. They're just saying, here's why it hurts. And I don't think it's true to the character. And, unless something does happen later on, but you'd feel like at this point, someone at Lucasfilm would say, stay tuned or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, and the whole episode could have gone exactly the same. Like it wasn't like there's no storyline like connotations to it, if I'm not mistaken, Corey.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is that, unfortunately. Should we talk about our Disney Plus anniversary, Corey?
We should, yeah.
How do you reckon? Like with a year gone and your expectations of what Disney Plus would provide you before day one, do you think you're like overly like do you know what I mean? You like double thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, thumbs down?
Well, I would probably say, as a Star Wars fan, double thumbs up. Like I feel like they delivered on so far 3 major events with Mando season 1, with Clone Wars season 7, and then now with Mando season 2. I feel like we're getting more Star Wars content than we've ever gotten before. So in that regards, I think it's great. I do think we probably would have gotten something more by now had COVID not been a thing. And so in Star Wars respects, yes. Other than that, because I'm a Marvel fan too, obviously COVID really, really messed up their Marvel schedule. We were already supposed to have 2 shows out, and those had to stop filming. So, I definitely think that the format's great. I think the content is great, but there's not enough right now. They need to keep. I think 2021 has to be the year where there's consistent content. Because of course they put some documentaries on there, and like even the Mando gallery thing was awesome to watch weekly. So I do think, like Sam Carey says, Disney Plus is going to be pretty big next year and in 2022. I mean, we're getting 4 Star Wars shows presumably releasing next year.
All right, run us through them, Corey. What do we got?
So we got the Bad Batch in the spring, followed by Boba Fett in the fall, and then potentially Cassian in the fall as well, and then closing out with Mando.
Wait. When you say seasons, it's so confusing to me because I think of them in Australian versions. You got to say, if you want to talk like a real media insider, do you know what you say, Corey?
I don't.
Q1.
Yeah.
So the fall would be Q3.
I see.
Like quarters. Do you understand what I'm talking about at all?
For sure, I do.
Okay, thank God.
But I'm not Hot Toys or anything. So.
Hey, buddy. To me, you're definitely a hot toy. You know what I'm saying? Hey?
I got you.
Hey? What do you reckon about that, huh?
Let's do this.
All right.
You're ready every time. Oh, that's funny. What about the Rebel sequel? People are asking. Yeah, ask Steele. Steele knows.
Cancelled.
Cancelled.
Yeah. Wait, so just go through it again. So Bad Batch at the start of the year. Then what was in the fall, did you say?
We got potentially Cassian.
Gotcha.
And then we've got Boba Fett in the fall as well.
All right, so tell us about this Boba Fett.
Yeah. So
what do you know? What do you think you know? Hey, wait. All right, now you can go.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of rumors going around that the Boba Fett show is currently filming, and we have talked with some of our sources, and they're starting the process of filming right now. So It's a very, very secretive show. Well, apparently not secretive enough, but it's definitely happening right now. And then it's going to come out before Mandalorian, and then Mandalorian comes out after Boba Fett. So
interesting.
Yeah, all in 2021. So that's a lot of Star Wars content next year.
All right, this is kind of big. And so, what is this Boba Fett show going to achieve, as far as you know? Like, where is it in the timeline? Is it? Are we not going to see Fett for the rest of the season? Then this season, then this Boba Fett show will come out and fill us in up until we see him at the end of the Mandalorian. That would be pretty amazing if
That's what I think it is.
if the season ends with him, because that would be incredible. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm an idiot or not, but that's the first time that thought actually just occurred to me while I said it, and I got goosebumps thinking of it, because my buddy Justin Hamilton on when I was back in Australia was on the podcast all the time, and he'd always talk about this dream scenario where you see the top of the Sarlacc pit and then just a hand going gonk.
Yeah.
And he comes out. So that could be pretty cool. However, it would be a whole season of a show without Boba Fett in his Boba Fett armor.
Yeah, that's true. I think it could still work.
Maybe the flashback would have flashbacks in their flashbacks.
That would be wild. No, I mean, I actually do think it would be him without the armor.
Do you reckon like Daniel Logan's sort of like going, yeah, then have another flashback, bro?
Oh,
like,
guaranteed. Without a question. I guarantee that's actually on his Twitter right now. I would have I would literally place a bet on that. Yeah, very glad Tamora Morrison is playing Boba. But yeah, I think we're going to see him after Return of the Jedi, what happens to him, how he gets to that point in Mando, and then bridge the gap. And it's only supposed to be a miniseries, so kind of like Kenobi, it's a limited show.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how that all transpires.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Big scoops.
I think it'll be officially announced in December.
Yeah, I would suppose. Oh. Doesn't Bobby I have one of those big powwows?
Yep, December 10th.
On the 10th.
They actually kind of teased it today during the earnings call that the 10th would be a big day. So
Bobby!
So we'll see.
Bobby!
Got big old Bobby I.
What do you got, Bobby? I've seen him on TMZ and people just following through a car park asking questions. He's just answering them. I'm just like,
really?
I got to find out where this dude parks a car, because I could just start throwing. Hey, Ryan Johnson. Hey, talk to him. Should talk to him. He's pretty good. Knows his Star Wars. Get it going.
We'll say it's currently still in development. It's in development.
You didn't like the Last Jedi, did you?
I liked it when I first saw it.
Oh, what an answer. What happened to it?
I don't know. I just like, I think that the discourse around it and just like, I don't think it aged as well as I would hope with everything. Yeah.
I don't know.
Noah says he denies all allegations. Well, there's literally video evidence. So.
Well, we've got Noah here denying allegations in the chat, but yeah, I don't know, man. The video tells a different story.
Yeah, and he's missing still this baby Yoda. Oh, and on top of that, Noah isn't even here. He left on the plane. He's gone. Right after Baby Yoda went missing, the next day, he's gone.
Wow.
What did they do to us?
I think I'm starting to put it together now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I still love it. That throne room scene.
No, I think Last Jedi is incredible from when Snoke the throne room scene, like going forward from that point. Love it.
What happened before that? I see like Canto Bite and all that sort of stuff, or is that?
Nah, yeah, it's just not my thing. I do like the Luke stuff, but other than that, yeah.
I tell you an interesting thing about the Canto Bite scene and the people that don't like it. Like that, like the chase to me was one of the most George Lucas things.
Yeah.
In the sequel trilogy, like it just reeked prequels. A CGI chase, like that's like got Attack of the Clones and the Phantom Menace all over it. Hey, check this out. I just came across this today. Where is it?
Why is it that every single time I get closer to the allegations, Noah just leaves? It's just I'm just noticing this trend.
Keep digging, Fox Mulder. Keep digging. How's this? Mini Star Wars pinball.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a 3/4 scale digital pinball. So it's like stands up in your house and you stand up to play it. It's just a little bit smaller, like 1/4 smaller than a normal pinball. And it's a digital pinball, and you get like 10. It's from Arcade 1-Up. This is not I just got an email about it today, and it was just like, it was so fascinating to me. And you get like 10 different board games or something on it. I actually love Star Wars pinball. I love how this looks in the house, but I tell you something, Corey, it disgusts me. It disgusts me. I love pinball. Cannot stand virtual pinball.
Just saves on money, Steele.
The ball. Hey,
oh,
buddy.
There's no ball in there. Oh, I see. Oh,
yeah, it's digital. It's yeah. Hey, if you want to
that kills the fun.
If you want to save money at the arcade, play pinball with me, buddy, because I'm racking up credits. Excellent pinball player. I'll take anyone on.
I will gladly take you on.
So yeah, let's talk a bit more about Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I do have to say, as far as other stuff goes, I think I may have watched Endgame when it first came out. I definitely watched Captain Marvel because I hadn't seen that.
Yeah.
And The Simpsons has been good, especially because Harry's we've been showing a bit of season 1 Simpsons to Harry. So
really?
Yeah, because it's like the drawings are quite like it's not as like sophisticated. It's probably like eating his brain out, but you know, what are you going to do? Did you just turn your volume up by chance?
I did not. No.
Okay, I can hear myself. It's so annoying. Wait there, I'll just mute myself. Come back, and that fixed it. What a day!
Right. It's been
what a day. But it is sort of coming back. But I'll do less commentary on it now. But it's hard because it's in my head and it's all I can think about, man. I'm on the edge. Oh
man,
dude, I'm gonna have to chill out because it's time for a vibe check.
Okay,
What's a vibe check?
that is a major vibe check.
I'm majorly checked right now.
Definitely was.
I'm simmered back down. But as far as Star Wars goes, Mandalorian season 1. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's a banger.
3 times better than I thought it would have been.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I'm not sure what I expected it to be, but I did not expect it to, like...
I thought it would just be basic bounty hunting and just nothing too exciting to really bridge the gap between stories. But now that we know that's exactly what they're doing, it's pretty exciting what Mandalorian's turning into.
Especially if they're doing this little Boba Fett deal.
Yeah, it's cool.
Very interesting.
Feels very MCU-like, where they're just kind of connecting things together and starting to build around it. And I think that's what Star Wars needs right now.
Oh, so does. That's because that's the curse of Star Wars is all this prequel jump around. I don't know where this is. Like,
yeah, right.
You know, and it's fine. We know, but
it's very confusing.
You know who I always think about? Joe Ticket Buyer. How's he dealing with it? What about Freddie Streamer? What about him? What about Susie Streamer? Hey?
And then we're the ones who have to explain it and try to do our best to explain what's going on. And it's the minute that I start going like, okay, so Rogue One takes place in between, 3 and 4, and Clone Wars takes place between 2 and 3. It's just there's a shutdown immediately. And so I do think that we need that consistency and it's a fresh take, right? Because now we're curious what character lives, what character dies, what happens. There is no definitive answer, which is what makes it exciting.
All right. So when it comes to this ongoing Mando universe, Corey says,
Please.
All right. Excellent. Did you know you were going to say that then?
Did not. But some could say,
I always wonder when people listen to this just on the podcast, if they can tell when it's you or a drop. Like, it must be very confusing.
oh, I guarantee it's the most confusing.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're messing with your listeners in a way that I have not.
Oh, but you're okay with it. You think it's cool, don't you?
Cool.
Okay, good.
Funny. Oh, it's funny.
Oh, and Sean Hoffman knows Freddie Streamer as well. So,
Thought you made that name up.
let's move on. All right. So then, what was the next Star Wars thing that we had? Was it Mando Gallery? Was that the new thing?
Yeah. Well, no. After season 1 was Clone Wars.
Ah, so that was in between the gallery. Okay.
And actually, it was a pretty great turnaround time because we had Mando season 1 end at the end of December, and then Clone Wars started like mid-February. So it was only about a month and a half wait for more, 12 weeks of Star Wars content. And then obviously we've now waited I think a week. No, actually the same week the Clone Wars ended, Mando Gallery started for 8 weeks. And then we kind of hit that period in June where there was nothing left. And now we're back to Mando season 2.
I feel like we all, or for me personally, I was a lot softer on that gap, whenever you said June to now, because there was nothing from anyone.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, I'm just happy to be alive right now. And then once I started, hearing about, getting geared up for the Mandalorian season, it's just like,
yeah,
things are going on.
Right.
We're going to see it. Like, I
think the biggest thing between the time frame and between like July and now was genuinely the amount of rumors that were coming out, because it got very confusing, I think, for a lot of people. I think this is the first time we've gotten this amount of rumors coming out at once, to where we're not really certain what's what. Mm-hmm. So I can see that being kind of a point of confusion for a lot of people.
Elijah Neal saying, don't forget Jedi Temple Challenge. The best damn thing ever. I did forget it. And
I genuinely did too.
Yeah. If you enjoy it, great, but it's just like, it's not.
Yeah, it's just a YouTube thing, it's not.
It's not something. Oh yeah, it's not even on Disney Plus.
No, it was supposed to be, and then they were like, it's free on YouTube.
Okay, well, that's what you get, Elijah. Get your thing off there. And then we've got a holiday special, which is about a week.
Tuesday. Yep. It's Tuesday. I'm excited for that. It looks like a lot of fun.
I am as well, but I guess like Thanksgiving was what the holiday special was. I was thinking it like more of a Christmas vibe, so it does it does seem early. We were walking past. We were walking Harry home last night, and there was this house that had like one of those sort of new corners that sort of jutted out, and it was all windowed. And there was a tree that looked a bit like a Christmas tree, and it had lights in it. Mm-hmm. And Jackie was just ready to start throwing rocks at it, just like too early. And then we got in this debate of like, is it a Christmas tree? And I'm like, well, I don't think it is. I think it's just a tree with lights. It does look exactly like a Christmas tree. I do have to say that. But it's only decorated with lights. There's no star. And it's in this guy's office, devoid of any other Christmas decoration. So I was sort of like trying to slap the rocks out of her hand as she was...
Yeah, maybe he just likes the vibe of Christmas yearly, so he just puts, a little tree with lights. I mean, I can tell you right now in Houston where we are, everywhere we look, it is Christmas themed, which I personally am okay with. I do not mind at all. A lot of people mind it. I don't. I love Christmas, so it just makes everything look pretty. So I like it.
What does Noah think about it?
What did they do to us?
All right, fair enough. It's not very positive on it. So yeah, definitely. If you're a Marvel fan, Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, hardcore.
But it's understandable.
It's understandable, yeah.
You sort of can't, you got to put pandemic. Someone was saying about how there should have been like a big Mandalorian Force Friday thing, and it's like, yeah, you reckon that's a good idea?
No, I did see. I was laughing. You said, "Have you read a newspaper lately?"
And then they're like, well, it's all pre-orders. And it's like, well, probably people in other countries don't want to go to work and die either.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty self-explanatory why there's no Force Friday this year.
Sean Hoffman is in on the jokes. Q4, Tree of Celebration. That is... I want to hear on your Kessel Run transmissions I want to make a change. I want to hear you dropping Q2, Q3.
I'll do it.
Just don't mention Q5 because that will ruin the whole process. When's Q5, Corey?
It's never.
All right. Year 2, Corey. I want to talk about this actually first. Yes. So I just got to get my calculator up. This is interesting. So how many subscribers they got right now? Is it 73 or something like that?
73 million, yeah.
73 million. Let's say, what is it? $7.99, but then there's a group thing. So let's just say it's $7, right? A month. Because some people were paying by the year, some people paying by the month.
Yeah.
So a year, that is, wait there, have I done this properly? Yes, I have. Over $6 billion.
Wow, that is quite the turnaround. I think they invested $2 billion into Disney Plus or something. So they definitely got their money back and then some.
And then, so they're ahead of their goal for, because they had this sort of 3-year plan to get to 90 million, 4-year plan. And obviously it's been, well, not obviously, but you would assume it's been expedited by COVID. But also they'd have more product on there if it wasn't for COVID. So it's catch-22. But if they do get the 90 times 12, they're looking for about $7.5 billion a year, which will definitely fill in that gap for because I just don't think we're ever going to have another $1 billion movie.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think that's going to be, if that ever happens, it won't be till like 5-10 years from now. And
it would have to be huge. And also, even if people are fully over it and stuff, like with Disney Plus now, like being direct to the consumer, like the turnaround to get, like people are going to be like aware that like, well, I could go see it again, but it's going to be on here soon. Like, so
yeah,
I think that's going to water down.
I think a lot of people are going to be used to streaming and having that convenience. And I think a lot of these companies know that, production studios know that that's what people want now. And I think that's where we're going to start seeing the divide between a lot of creatives.
So Sam Carey is helping us out. Not only does the did you see the Steele Wars bingo card that Sam
Yes,
Carey made?
that was funny. That was awesome.
Cut a bit close to the bone. But he's saying year 2, Mando season 2, which is us now. WandaVision, which is January 15th.
Yeah.
Which, Corey, just so you know, my birthday, just so you know.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Yep, turning 21. Very excited. Also, the date that the Star Wars Holiday Special screened in Australia. Because I was a little kid and I don't know what year it would have been. I know Masters of the Universe was out at that time. So it wasn't like in 78 because there's no way I'd have no knowledge of that. So it must have been in the 80s. But I thanked my parents because I couldn't conceive that they didn't organize it for me. Like, why else would this random Star Wars show that I've never heard of before just happens to be on my birthday? And I was like, thank you. I don't know how you did this, but
that's amazing. You still think of it like that to this day?
I've worked it out.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Much like you worked out why it's dark in the room without the light on.
That's right. That's right.
Where did that bloody thing go? WandaVision, Bad Batch, Corey's big scoop, Rebels sequel. Is that one happening next year? Is the Rebel sequel still happening, Corey? To your knowledge?
To my knowledge, yes, but they're saving it for something, so I would assume next year.
Boba Fett, Cassian. So when's Kenobi?
That's 2022.
Okay, so they're filming it next year.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're actually going to. Oh no, because Cassian's filming now. Okay,
I do think Cassian more than likely will still be 2022, but
okay. And then on the Marvel side, you've got What If, Loki, Hawkeye, Falcon, and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm very excited for that.
That will be cool. That will be cool, and it will be good to see what Sebastian Stan is up to in between filming his secret Luke Skywalker cameo.
That's right.
I have had it under top-notch, in-depth scoops that Sebastian Stan has been practicing this stance on the set. So he can do it perfectly. So I've heard. So, hey
man, I'm. If that's how we get Luke back and he has to sit or walk like that the whole time, I'd take it.
All right, this is my dream, Corey. Yeah. This is my dream. I want the Mandalorian, the Mandoverse to continue. This spin-off Boba Fett show sounds great. If we can spin off a bit of Ahsoka action, sounds good too. I'm sure you're with me, Corey, on that one.
I'm very much with you, yes.
Okay. As the main Mando series comes to a conclusion, and we need another, although Ahsoka could turn out to be a huge franchise, but we need another franchise player. We need something that's really going to pump up the mainstream subscriptions.
Yeah.
That is when Jedi Knight, friend of Captain Solo, Luke Skywalker, enters the storyline, and then we follow him along for a couple of years in our time, a few decades in his time, or a couple of decades, up to The Force Awakens.
I would love that. Somebody just left a gold comment, though. Sebastian Stance.
I'll have to. That Michael Nip, very well done. I have to. Game will recognize game on that one.
100%.
Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. What would be weirder with this stance if just that's not going to work. That's a different frame. All right. I was gonna try pop your head up there. I was pushing StreamYard over the edge with what it can handle.
Not do that again, please.
Jordan says I would watch Ahsoka over literally anything else in that lineup.
Yeah, I mean, I think a Ahsoka show connecting with the Luke show, connecting with the Boba Fett show, connecting with the Mandalorian show is just literally the perfect synergy that we need right now.
Yes.
Please.
Oh. Leslie Headland, did you check out that interview?
Oh my god, that interview was the most exciting bit of like a new Star Wars creative talking about their passion for Star Wars that I've ever seen. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
All hail.
Not only that, but like you could tell how knowledgeable she was and what she's talking about. And the fact that she mentioned like Dave Filoni and the prequels and Clone Wars and even our buddy Alex from Star Wars Explained, like that's hype.
She mentioned Alex?
She did. She says she watches Star Wars Explained.
I saw her talking about how she watches Star Wars YouTube. I didn't hear the Star Wars Explained.
Yep.
Interesting. I assume that would be one of the ones.
Yes.
Because she's sane.
I think she's doing a Dr. Afro show or a High Republic show. I think it's one of those. I don't think it has anything to do with.
Neither do I. I think it's elsewhere. But oh my god, she just said all the right things.
100%. I literally really did hype me up for her series.
Oh, so did I.
It made me feel like we're in the right hands. It's fine.
Sam Carey says, I need Disney Gallery, Leslie Headland.
100%.
Excellent. Marvel fan, one Marvel fan says, Headland is so passionate about Star Wars. Leidra loved it. Is the Lego special canon from Punch-Eye Bustos? No, it is not. It is just a bit of fun. Thank God, which just don't take it seriously. Everyone. They're just Lego men doing their thing.
Yeah.
Their hands are like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That should answer that question.
Okay. But yeah, that Leslie interview, I was just like, yeah. You make some Star Wars. Make it now.
I'm excited. I'm excited. You know, she keeps talking about like it's in a time not yet explored. I do wonder if maybe, probably not, but imagine if the Ahsoka show was like between worlds, as she's trying to figure out how to get out of all that loop-de-loop nonsense. Okay, sorry. Don't ignore everything I said the last 30 seconds.
Maybe it's a cryptic tint. She's talking a time that hasn't been explored. How do most people tell the time, Corey?
With a Toro watch.
Could it be Leslie?
Ring theory.
Toro. She watches Star Wars YouTube.
Oh.
She's saying, you know what time it is? It's Toro time. All right. So let's bring it home and give me some backstory. What's going on? I got sent this file at I have to work out what time. What time did Corey text this to me?
I did text it very late.
Let's
see, I have it here. It was 2:48 in the morning.
2:48. Wait there. I've just got to text my mechanic. This is a live texting to my mechanic here.
Yeah, so at 2:48 in the morning, I sent, which by the way, Noah sent that song to me the night before 5 in the morning. So I sat on it for a little bit, and I listened to it and said to Noah that this is going to Steele. This will be going to Steele. And he said, okay. And I sent it to you. And I believe that this will brighten up your heart in ways that you just have never anticipated.
I don't know. My heart's pretty.
No, it will. It's the best. You know, Merry Christmas, Steele.
All right, let's make sure this volume's up. All right, so we've got to share screen, share audio. All right. Shall we check out what's going on?
We should.
I'm scared. I feel like this is going to like change. Like everything will be different after I press play on this.
Definitely will.
All right. All right, let's make sure got the volume going on here. Can I unmute screen audio? I just want to make sure I don't.
In the chat right now, he goes, "Oh God, here we go."
Noah's in the chat.
Yep.
All right, here we go, Noah.
Toro watch, best buddy hunter. Toro watch, really handsome guy. Toro, what a buddy hunter. Very handsome guy, yeah, Toro. Yeah, not so fast, Fennec, think oh, with my bounty and my ride. Yeah, I don't think so.
Why did you mute yourself?
Oh, because I was laughing too hard.
Not so fast, Fennec.
Yeah, that part destroyed me. I did not expect that.
Oh my God.
So Merry Christmas, Steele. This is from KRT.
Wow. I've got very exciting news.
Yeah.
Next week on the show, Corey Thursdays, big Toro reveal. That's all I'm going to say.
Really?
Got some Toro's merch heading my way. I will unbox it here live. Unauthorized Toro merch.
Feel like I know what it is.
Oh, wow. That was. Should we listen to that one more time?
Absolutely.
All right. Wait there. I'll get it all teed back up correctly. Oh my God. That was something.
It's quite incredible. Yeah.
All right. Let's get it back up here. This Toro Slow Jam. The chat is just, they're just rightfully lit up about this. Let's go one more time.
Yeah, Toro watch, best buddy hunter. Toro watch, really handsome guy. Row, what a buddy hunter. Very handsome guy, yeah, Toro. Yeah, not so fast, Fennec, think again, tin can. Oh, with my bounty and my ride. Yeah, I don't think so.
Whew. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Only goes down from here.
It does. It does. Corey, where can you guys have been making videos this week? What's going on with that?
Yeah, I just have this Mando costume, and I just decided to put it on and like film some skits and all of that. So it's been fun just to do that.
I'm checking Kessel Run transmissions to, find out when this Rebels sequel, prequel trailer is going to hit. I'm getting no information.
Yes, ask Noah. He's the one who would know, honestly.
Excellent.
I'm just the roommate.
All right, let the good people know where they can track you down on the internet, Corey.
You can follow me at Corey_Wolfpack on Twitter and Instagram, as well as at KR Transmissions on Twitter and at Kessel Run Transmissions on Instagram. Make sure to hit up our channel, Kessel Run Transmissions, here on YouTube. We are going to have a reaction, actually 2 reactions to Chapter 3 of The Mandalorian. Noah is currently with Claire in Chicago, so he is going to be showing a really cool, or they're going to be doing a really cool reaction that'll be on the channel separate from mine. So 2 reactions on our channel, 2 nights, and then we'll do a review of it live right afterwards.
Excellent. And you're gonna come join us again on the roundtable Saturday night?
Of course.
All right, that was super fun. That was super fun. Wow. So if you haven't checked it out already, we did a roundtable of The Passenger with a full screen of guests. It was a loaded screen, but I thought we all handled it pretty well. It was not that much. Sometimes you get a group of people and it's just like
fun, but, great time.
But yeah, plenty of laughs. It was a good time. So we'll be doing that again Saturday night. Join us in the chat. But for now, we're going to wrap it up because Corey, this podcast has gone on
long enough.
So
I'm so glad you turned around Chapter 5 in my eyes to just be very excited about Toro now.
Now, again, let's just obey, respect the algorithm, hit like, comment, just do whatever the algorithm wants. And I know it wants a lot, but just help it out. But thanks to everyone in the chat. I will be posting up one of my rapid fire first watch reactions. Who knows when, because it's just when I can get it up, but I'll be watching it tonight and hoping to get it up sometime tomorrow. And then we'll have the roundtable Saturday night, and you are all invited to join us. But until then, thanks, Corey.
This was fun as always.
Thanks to everyone with their support. And on the bingo card, Hyperchat goes over an hour. There you go. Bang. That's on the bingo. May that force be with you.